Asian and I didn't really have real beef. I think it was my fault. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I didn't care to make up with her. She did initiate the makeup after we fought on the show. Because, you know, she said she didn't want to fight me. And she really didn't want to fight me and all that stuff. But, girl, no, I had to pop your baddie cherry. There ain't no way you coming out baddies and you're not getting a fucking pink. So, period. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. So,
that's why I started laughing.
Yeah, so, she had commented on one of my posts one time, like, looking like me. She put, looking like me. Now, while filming, I asked her, like, I told her, like, hey, that's kind of like where it started. You know what I'm saying? We was following each other. We was cool. You said looking like me, and I just was confused in what world could I ever possibly look like you. That was my only thought.
Hey loves, I'm back with another conversation. It's me, Mel from Urban Love Rose, your favorite hair lady. I wanted to call these interviews, but they're just casual conversations with my friends, reality TV stars, IG celebrities, hood celebrities, and more. Let's get into it. It's Urban Love Rose Media, baby.
So, what would you be doing if you weren't a reality TV star / like rap superstar?
Okay, so if I wasn't in the industry, I think I would be probably like maybe like a lawyer or like like a doctor's wife. You know, cool. It's not like that, because either that or I would be like a kingpin's wife or a mobster's wife.
And I can see you in all three.
Yeah,
all three.
I think I could adapt to either or.
No, for real, because I mean, like, I feel like when you was younger, you probably did date, you know.
Oh,
and we all, I mean, come on now, we from the trenches.
I'm a baddie. I love a bad boy.
Like,
right.
Yeah, they, like, you know, one of those local drug dealers. It's like, you know, we could have graduated to the real ones.
Yeah, right. I could have been, you know, first name Griselda, last name Bianca.
You know, I see it. So, when you were growing up, I know you had a job, right?
Of course. I mean, I started out, my first job was in a pizzeria.
Okay.
So I was cutting pizzas and taking orders over the phone.
I started fast food too.
Oh, wow, yeah. So my aunt had custody of me. She actually helped raise me, my Aunt Angela. And so she made me get a job. She was like, listen, you want a car? You want to do things like you need to get your license? You need to get a job. And you need to do these things. Like, I know, you know, you weren't taught these things by your mom and you don't have your dad, but I'm going to be here to guide you. So that was my first job. Yes, and then when I turned 18, you know, obviously one of my friends was working at a gentleman's club. And I was seeing her come home with all this money, and I'm like, girl, what are you doing?
I love giving money to her, so I'm not going to lie.
Of course. Like, cause I'm like, and then she was like, girl, you know, I don't take my clothes off. Like, it's just, you can't straddle in the lab. Like, it's a suit and tie type place. And I work the daytime, I leave for a few hours, I go home, rest, and then I come back for the nighttime. So I started doing that, and I started making a lot of money. And I met someone who was a producer, and I started paying for my own studio sessions, doing music.
I'm like, wait a minute, you know, like, what's the name of this club? Because, or do you know any similar clubs right now?
The name is called the Squeeze Lounge, but no, I don't know any similar clubs now. I feel like all the clubs now are like,
they
naked or titties, or even if it like the gentlemen's club to me got all like the Russian girls who just sway side to side, and don't nobody want to see that shit.
No
shades to the Russians.
I mean, right.
Y'all. We don't
and y'all
want to
be
go
thick.
to war with
we
y'all.
Definitely right.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, y'all bitches need to learn a little one too. You know.
Yeah, a little.
Some of them do. Some of them do.
Yeah, take a twerk class.
Yeah, do something.
Yeah, but yes, no, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if there was clubs like that where I was from, I definitely would have did it. Because, I mean, I go to parties for free. What's the difference? Because when I go to parties, I be twerking. You know, I used to give people lap dances. You know, I'm too old to give my man lap dances now.
Me too.
But, you know, I definitely, like, be dancing still. And you're twerking on a man. And, I mean, if I get some money, doing something that I be doing for free.
Well, I told myself I was only going to dance for 3 years. I actually have a song called Big Dreams where I say, I told myself I was only going to dance for 3 years. And guess what? 3 years later, I made it out of it. So I was literally only dancing for 3 years.
Because you could get your money and then stack your money, invest it like you did, because you invested in rapping.
Yes.
And it paid off.
And it paid off.
Yeah, got you on Love and Hip Hop, correct?
Yes. And it got me a independent gold selling record.
I was just about to say that. Yes.
Once upon a time.
Right, because I know I definitely was bumping that song. Like, I don't know, like where y'all was. Like,
it was viral.
Yeah,
it was viral.
Well, in California, like, because you was doing tours and stuff, like,
yes.
I think, because we definitely was bumping. I was hearing it, like, people was bumping it going down the street.
The Bay Area, that's where you're from too.
Yes,
was one of the like main areas that I think was showing me love. And y'all have a lot of Mexicans out here.
Oh, yeah.
That surprisingly really really rock with my music. So shout out to the Mexicans. I love y'all.
Shout out to the Mexicans. I love the Mexicans
yes.
too. I have a Mexican best friend.
Shout out to my urban girls too, you know, because y'all show me a lot of love. And a lot of the suburban girls really don't know who I am. Some of them do, but some of them don't. Like, I feel like some of them know the song, but they don't know who,
Mariah Lynn,
like who
like
the
the
song,
real bossy.
who sings the song. Yeah.
Like, we really got to see you go up and work with DJ Self.
Yeah.
How did you meet Self? Yeah, shout out to him.
I actually met Self through my first label owner, who inevitably ended up running off with over $500,000 from Once Upon a Time on me. So I went through that. Yes, that's a lot of money. Hindered a lot of campaigns, took away a lot of budget money for like my marketing and all of that stuff. So, you know, a lot of people feel like I kind of fell short and fell behind certain other people on Love and Hip Hop who kind of like, you know, did the thing. But I think and it's no shade at all, because I'm so happy for all the girls who succeeded on there.
You can tell.
Yes, I love them so much, I'm so happy to see them shine. But you know, I didn't have a solid team at the time, and I'm not mad at that. You know, everything I went through was for a reason. It was a learning lesson, you know. And now I'm super educated on the business. Like, I'm getting all my streaming money. I own all my songs. I own the copyrights to all the sound recordings and all of that stuff. So, you know, you just have to educate yourself. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. But shout out to Self. So I met Self through him, and Self really just took a huge liking to the record, and then heard a couple other records and took a huge liking to them and to me, personality wise. And we just ended up getting really, really close. And one day we was in Starlet, and he played Once Upon a Time, and I was approached to do an interview for Love and Hip Hop, and I'll never forget, like, shout out to Love and Hip Hop VH1, Stephanie Gale, Madi, all of them over there, because I still have relationships and bonds with them, even though, you know, I am at Zeus now. Right. But I will never forget where I came from, and I'm super grateful for the platform that Mona and all of them gave to me. But I'll just never forget walking in that office. I didn't know what to say, so I just started rapping Once Upon a Time. Like, literally on the entry, I was like, hi, I'm Mariah, so once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. And I mean, and she just closed her laptop and was like, I love her. Like, that, it was literally, that was it. Like, I said 2 lines of my song and was like, I'm gonna love and hip hop.
Period. That's definitely a good story. See, y'all gotta work, because you put the work in first, because you were
a lot of
dancing, and then you invested your money. You didn't buy, you know, bags and shoes.
No, girl, I had nothing. I was wearing rainbow, and I was wearing 10 spot.
Yes.
For Once Upon a Time video, I don't think a lot of people know, I had no budget for that. I literally did my own hair and makeup. I styled myself. You know what I'm saying? And I made
over $500,000 on it.
Yeah, and so my record alone on Spotify is like over 40 million streams. YouTube, the video.
Oh my God,
until it was taken down, because I'm going through, you know, trying to get it back up, because my old label owner keeps trying to knock me off my high horse. You know. But you cannot stop God's plan.
Exactly.
Apparently.
Right. And especially like when you do rap about people and you're such a good person,
back to you.
You know, so absolutely. You're gonna get your song back.
I agree. That's why I do a lot of good. I also started a non-profit organization. My best friend was killed by her baby father a couple years ago.
Oh, you were telling me.
Yeah, we have matching tattoos. That's why I have this tattoo. I would never get rid of it. But I started my non-profit for single moms and domestic violence victims and kids in foster care, because, you know, I was also in foster
care
care and stuff. Yeah, so I went through all of that, and I just really want to give back. Like, I know a lot of people see Baddies, or they see Love and Hip Hop, and they see the fighting and, you know, all of that stuff. But aside from that, like, I really do a lot of good in my life, and I'm really an advocate for different communities, LGBTQ community. You know, I've done a lot of stuff for the AF, the AIDS awareness out here in LA. Yeah, so I'm really in tune with, like, all of, you know, advocating for these communities, because I feel like with all, you know, sometimes the toxicity and the chaos from the shows, it's like I have to put myself somewhere where I feel like is serving me. You know, I'm serving a purpose. You know, I don't want people to think I just stand there and look pretty all the time, because that's not the case.
Well, we know that's not the case for Love and Hip Hop. You know, honestly, because it's like, you know, your mother had you at a young age,
very young.
But you came back and you helped her with your siblings. Like, that's amazing. Like, you know, like, that was, like, really beautiful to see. You helping raise your younger sister. And, you know, I know you have multiple siblings. How many siblings do you have, actually?
I have, in total, 4 siblings. Okay. 3 that I'm really close with. 1 that I just don't speak to. Unfortunately.
Well, hopefully, you know, things can change, you know.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just gotta, you know what I'm saying,
give it
pray
to
for
God.
somebody.
Yeah, because God can always change somebody's heart.
Yeah, and you know, I can forgive, but I can't forget certain stuff.
And you definitely shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, definitely shouldn't, but, you know, maybe move forward and if
I definitely move
change,
forward. I
you know?
I don't focus on the negative. I don't really, like, I know I'm surrounded by it when I'm filming and stuff like that, you know, but in my real everyday life, like, I focus on high vibrational energy. I'm never with that low frequency shit. And to know me is to love me, and to know me is to know, like, Mariah is not really an aggressive girl.
No.
I'm a Cancer. I'm a crybaby. Like, I'm super emotional, and I think that's what people kind of misinterpret with me, is like, I'm super passionate. So like, when I'm angry or I'm mad or my veins popping out, it's because I really feel a way.
Right.
And I'm letting it out.
Passionate, and serious and sincere. I really love you, and I can say, like, you know, working with you, you're welcome. It's been so amazing. Like, you know, I can always message you, and you're gonna message me back.
Of course.
Like, you know, you always
I'll be on my bougie shit.
Yeah, you just, they're sweet. Exactly. You don't be on your bougie stuff. It's not hard to contact you.
No.
And you do what you say you're gonna do.
Yes.
Which is important, because
it's super important.
You know, it's not like that in this industry. You're a woman,
and I love supporting women. And, you know, I see that you are, this is a Black-owned business, and I love to support, especially my females who are doing it by themselves, because I think that a lot of people don't know, like, how much time, energy, and effort is put into really making these businesses, and sacrifices to make our businesses successful. Like, you know, I'm a brand and a commodity outside of Love and Hip Hop, outside of Baddies, and
you can tell.
Yeah, and I just, you know, I just love to see other women prevailing and doing big things with themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I support that 1,000%. I support women, even though it may not seem like that sometimes because we're fighting and stuff. But yeah,
I feel like it definitely seems like that. It definitely comes off as that, you know,
we're trying to tear each other down on the show.
Well, and it comes off as that you being sincere and that you're, you know, a real girl's girl. Because if you think about it, like, when you know, you were protecting your sister.
Yeah,
like,
I think everybody lost. I think people lost their rabbit ass mind.
So I know.
Yeah, I'm the oldest sibling. Like, I have someone who I call my older sister. But I'm the eldest sibling, technically, so it's kind of always been all on me. You know, my brothers have a different mother. Shout out to my brother Daniel. I love him. He's my evil twin girl. I know we keep trying to move it.
No, but she's getting ready.
Just working, right?
We
have confessionals today for Baddies Caribbean, so this is an exclusive.
And this is a real treat for me. Like, she's really helping me.
We're gonna spill some tea. We're gonna spill some tea. Don't worry. We're gonna get into it. It's not gonna be all. You know, all of that, but yeah, we're gonna get into some tea. Let's get into some tea.
Okay, let's get into some tea. So, you know, the only thing that I feel like is worth mentioning at this point, you know, from the last season is, I'm not gonna lie, it made me feel real good when you and Smiley made up. Like, I hope.
Did we make up?
Still, oh, well, that's what they was like pushing. I felt like that's what they were saying that y'all made up. So
I don't really like to bring up people who, you know, I don't have a part of my everyday life. I think Smiley's mad at me because she had asked me to follow her. Like, so let me tell you, so we were at Super Bowl and, you know, I was never going to give her chain back. But she literally was on tour stalking me. Like, in Vegas. Tour. No, she was on tour with me. Like, but uninvited. Like, she invited herself. So during Bad vs. Wild, doing all that stuff, and you know, I think I've said this before online. Like, Smiley's not a bad person. She has good intentions. It's just that, like, you know how some people are like on drugs. Well, she's on clout. Oh. Yes, clout is the fame is the worst drug in the world, and I think that, I know, bitch, that is giving a little delulu, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say and talk bad, because at the end of the day, I see she be in the comments saying this and saying that and stuff, and I know she's just trying to get attention, but it's like, I've had this conversation several times with Smiley, like, hey, you know, I hate the internet shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Because in real life, like, I'm really like that, and I feel like real G's move in silence. So if I'm going to,
like lasagna,
right, so like popping up in Vegas doing Bad vs. Wild, posting guns on the internet, having her son stand on a trash can, her son, you know, the way he was speaking at his age and stuff. And listen, I'm not trying to knock nobody's parents in. What you do is on you, but that's why you don't even see me post Iceland. I raised my little sister, you know what I'm saying? And she is a very intelligent, smart, respectful young lady. You know, she's about to be 9. Like, she's 9, matter of fact. I don't know how old her son looks 10. Iceland's about to be 9 in December. You know what I'm saying? So, I hate even bringing that up, because I never brought her son up. Yes, my sister did in the midst of an argument. My sister is not a TV girl. She's a real hood girl from the street. Not just that, but like I said, when I say TV girl, I mean like my sister don't give a fuck about the camera. She don't care about the camera. She don't care for camera time. She don't care. Yes, she auditioned for Baddies East because she just wanted to try something new. My sister has always been behind, like Mariah Lynn's sister. Not behind me, because she's always on side of me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Always on side of me.
For sure.
I feel like my sister has always had like I don't want the fame. That's my sister's thing. And she's always said that. Like, even at music videos, when I'm like, come on, Vic, like, get in my video. Yeah. And she'll be like,
she's so beautiful.
Like, thank you. She will be like, no, that's your thing. You look beautiful. Like, no, like, come on, you're killing it. Like, don't worry. Like, I'm good. Like, you do your thing. You need anything? Like, she'll go, like, you want me to,
that one.
Yeah, you want me to roll you a blunt? You want me to, like, go get you some different earrings? Like, my sister's super supportive. She helped me raise Iceland. And yes, a lot of people, I think they, you know, from Love and Hip Hop think like I took care of my sister. Yes, I did in ways, but my sister also took care of me as well. You gotta understand. Yes, my mom was like when my mom was going through what she was going through, my sister helped me take care of Iceland. When I needed to go film for Love and Hip Hop, who you think stood with Iceland and her son? You know what I'm saying? My sister has never lost her son. She's always like been a great, phenomenal mother. You know what I'm saying? At a very young age, I gotta commend my sister and give her credit.
Like, you have to, because there's a lot of young women who lost right now.
And yes, who are trying to find their way or have lost their children because, you know, they just, it's hard out here.
It's very hard.
Yes,
like,
the jobs are
clear.
It's hard to maintain a job. It's hard to, you know what I'm saying? And then you got, like, shout out to all the females like that really like are really there for their kids who stand on them welfare lines. And this is no shade. I'm being dead serious. I shout out to y'all who stand on them welfare lines, who go to them job corps, who go through them programs, who do what y'all need to do for y'all kids, because you know what I'm saying, like it's really hard out here. And
it's definitely hard.
Yeah, so I commend my sister, but she was definitely there for me through a lot. She helped me with Iceland. I helped her with my nephew. It wasn't a one-sided thing. So I think people tend to get that confused because they always try to attack my sister like, oh, well, you depend on your... No, my sister works a job. My sister has a real-life job. My sister...
Like a real woman.
Yeah, so...
Like we all do.
But, you know, like I said, she's not a TV girl. So with that, let's wrap up the Smiley shit.
I do want to say, you know, that Smiley does have a handsome son, and you know,
very handsome, and he shouldn't speak that way. It's not cute, to be honest.
It's definitely
embarrassing.
Not what we would like to see a young man speak about a woman.
Mm-hmm. A woman who is probably twice, 3 times his age. Well, twice his age. That is crazy to me. I would never insert a child into any type of beef. And then you know what? I don't think she realizes.
To see child and women beef.
No, and then I don't think she realizes that when he gets older and he realizes like that wasn't the wave, or maybe God forbid, you know what I'm saying, I hope that he prevails and succeeds in his life and stuff. I definitely
yes, as well,
because it's very hard out here, you know. But I just feel like he has the wrong example. There's not whatever standing on trash cans, cursing with peanuts in your hand, and bringing your son to do interviews and putting his life under a microscope. You're already doing that. I feel bad for, you know, the backlash that he deals with in school, if he does, or if he deals with any bullying or anything. Like, I don't condone that shit.
I definitely don't, and I hope he
and I encourage him to stay focused on you know, his academics and bettering yourself, and
we are
not following in the footsteps of anybody, because you know what I'm saying. Like I said, clout can be very serious, and I just, you know, I wish Smiley the best. I wish she wasn't mad at me for not wanting to follow her. Now
I love me some Smiley now. Like,
I think she's hilarious.
I swear to God,
she's hilarious.
Ever since,
but she has psychological issues. You know what I'm saying?
She definitely has done some things that were not
questionable.
Yeah,
let's just say that.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about, you know, we don't want to do that. But at the same time,
I love Smiley now, because like at first she came off
but
was bullying,
you know.
and then it came off as, you know, maybe it could have been something different. I don't know what she got going on, but she definitely seems to be a sweet girl. She definitely seems.
I think she just
Smiley.
lost. I think she just misguided, and I told her this to her face. I think that she does too much of the internet shit, and I think that is one day, God forbid, going to get her hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, when I gave the chain back, it was because I wanted to do the right thing.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
And just
end the saga.
So beautiful.
Right, but I did not have to do that. And you know, I see a lot of like I said, the posting the gun stuff and threatening my life and all of that stuff. And you know, I have real people in my life who will really sit in jail behind me.
Right. I
have real people who will really hurt.
And that's what we don't want nobody.
And when you know your capabilities, that's why I never really played into the Smiley shit on the internet and stuff like that.
Because you don't want your people in jail.
I don't want my people to.
That's the worst feeling in the world.
Yes.
My friend just came home from 13 years.
So you understand exactly where I'm coming from. When you really love a person, you don't put your friends or the people that you love in a position to lose their freedom, or God forbid something, you know what I'm saying, something go wrong. Like, that could have went really bad outside. She pulled up to, you know, the Baddies Caribbean auditions with like 4 cars, and they had guns, and she ran into my manager in Atlanta, was like, oh, we was ready for y'all. And my manager had to let her know, well, baby, little did you know, we was strapped
ready to.
We was strapped.
See, that's what I was saying. Like,
but that's not okay. That's why I gave the chain back, because I said, you know what?
I'm so glad.
It's giving Yolanda Esteban, the woman who killed Selena. And I don't want to be Selena, because I want to, you know what I'm saying, and all respect to Selena, I'm just saying, I want to continue to elevate.
You have children to raise and siblings.
The right way.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, no,
the right way.
Yes. And
so that's on that. But I do wish Miss Smiley the best. I know she asked me to follow her, and I think she was mad that I didn't, because, you know, it's all good for me to give you your chain back. It's all good for me to wish you well. But we don't have to be friends. We don't have to be cool. I don't have to like you, and I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? I would never like you. I said that in the scene. I would never chill with you. You would never be my cup of tea. But can I wish you well and let go of all of... Yeah, I can't get to threaten my family. And I seen even, you know, one of the girls on Baddies Caribbean, we'll get to her in a minute, has said online, like, you know, Smiley threatened her family. This one did that. This one did that. Listen, let me tell you something. It don't matter what a person did to me. At the end of the day, it wasn't that she ain't put her hands on my mother. Nobody touched my mother. She ain't fuck my man. She ain't none of that. So why can't I just let it go? Give the girl her chain back. I got my shit back.
Let it go.
I gave her a check. I blessed her. She got on Zeus because of me and my name. I think, you know what? I could just let it go and let bygones be bygones. Because at this point, I'm an artist and I have music to get to.
And she a grown woman. Because that's some grown woman stuff.
Well, I'm a grown woman. I don't know about her because she's still talking in the comments under the shit saying stuff. So I don't know what type of time Smiley's on, but I don't have the time to entertain all the time all the spare time she has for whatever she has on. Everything. Apparently tatting Zeus and then saying she has her own show on Now That's TV. I don't know what's going on, but it really just gives like she don't know what network she loyal to. Because to go to Now That's TV, and shout out to Now That's TV because they are lit, and I fuck with a lot of the cast. Shout out to T-Lo. Shout out to T-Lo, the owner of Now That's TV. But at the end of the day, didn't you just have Zeus on your hand? Cricket.
You know,
let's have a moment of silence. Come on. Okay, moving on.
Okay, so now we gonna move right along. Miss Bianca, because we did, see you guys meet, correct? On Love and Hip Hop.
Yes.
Okay. How did you guys' relationship go? Because you guys were fighting on the same team on Love and Hip Hop. You guys were. And you guys look like
I was fighting for her. Which is what usually always happens with me. I love my friends. I value my friends. I didn't have my parents growing up, so my friends were more like my family. And
I can say that I do relate to one of the scenes, you had on Love and Hip Hop because, so one of my friends, I met her, and then probably a couple months later, we met her boyfriend at the time. Mm-hmm. So, he was like my friend too. And then she would just be just doing
too much.
Talking to his friends.
Oh, girl.
Just too much.
I'm not going to hold you. It really hurt me this season.
So it's been years y'all been friends.
Well, we fell out once before. We fell out because I had a boyfriend. He was a music producer and not a photo editor. And Bianca was sending him pictures on the beach in a bathing suit, hey, can you edit these for me? And I had addressed her hey, why are you sending him pictures like that don't make no sense?
He's not even an editor.
He's not an editor, he's a producer. So that was when we originally fell out, and then I went and did some shit, posted some her baby father in my DM. So I posted that and she got enraged. And we had it out, whatever. We weren't friends. And then we recently started talking because of Remy. Remy was okay, I love both of y'all, whatever. I want y'all to do whatever. So I'll let bygones be bygones, whatever. I'll let bygones be bygones. But this time I was still being cautious of being her friend and letting her back into my life, because fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So, with Caribbean, I obviously can't give too much away, but, I brought her on. I definitely put in a good word. You know what I'm saying? Her whole storyline was based off of defending me, which I don't think was genuine anymore. In the beginning, I was oh, my friend, you got my back. I was alone last season, finally someone who really gonna have my back. Right. And, I don't think that anymore. I think that she definitely had used me for a storyline. I think that she used the whole Sapphire thing and Suki thing to get on. And, inevitably in the end, she was mad that, I don't think she knew that Love and Hip Hop and Baddies, there's a difference. See, Love and Hip Hop, they'll let you throw a drink or two here and there, but they're not going to really let you get active. See, Baddies, they give you a few seconds to fight, get what you got off your chest, whatever. And I don't think she knew that, so she just kept, during fighting Sapphire, I let them fight the fair one because it's only right. I'm not about to jump nobody. You feel me? That's not in my spirit. That's not who I am. So, she came in with a beef with Sapphire, and I can't give away too much, but, obviously from the trailer, y'all see that they did fight, and she did spit, and I did say in the midst of that, Bianca, stop spitting, that's nasty. Or, she kept throwing things, throwing stuff at Sapphire, and I'm I couldn't respect that in the moment, but I didn't say nothing to her in that moment, because if you're my friend, I'm going to pull you aside and tell you where you're going in private. Yeah. I'm not going to do that to you on camera. So I did that later on. I said, hey, you can't spit, you can't throw things. If you're going to get active, just go head up toe to toe. Right. The fans are going to respect you more for that rather than you spitting and throwing shit. And then I had just got spat at. And luckily, it didn't hit me. It just landed a little bit on my shoulder. But I had just, popped off on somebody for bumping me and then spitting at me. So how do I look not like feeling some type of way about someone spitting at me, but condoning my friend spitting at someone else, who I let Bianca know prior to I no longer had a problem. Sapphire and I did Caribbean auditions together, so we let it be known. Like Sapphire actually came to my trailer looking out for me and was like, hey, you know, Smiley just snuck in, like she's somewhere in the building, bitch, like be on point, like head on a swivel. So I appreciated that, and we let the shit go. So, you know, I understand she felt some type of way for Sapphire sneaking me last season and all that stuff. Okay, you could have came in and been like, let's fight the one. Y'all gonna have to tune in to see what she did. But, you know what I'm saying? I still stuck beside her. And the whole time she was fighting Sapphire, I was in front of her. And y'all would literally see that. So for her to go and do what she did down the line, like, she was literally with me. So her being with me gave her special privileges on the show. She would have been with the rest of the new girls in the house doing that. Because she was with me all the time, she got to be with like me and Tesehki. She got to walk in the scene with us. She got to be in our Sprinter. She got to be in our truck. You know what I'm saying? So she kind of got special. I've got to put her on like, hey, you know, like handle it like this. I was trying to, you know, help her, guide her. And she stabbed me in the back like a Benedict in the end. So y'all got to tune in to Baddies Caribbean to see. But not everything is rainbows and unicorns, and not everything is what people make it seem. Like, people try to go on the internet and, you know, paint a picture as if something is one way when it's really a whole other way. But again, y'all got to tune in to catch that, because it's gonna unfold. And one thing about those cameras, see, men lie, women lie, but the cameras don't. Cameras don't lie. Okay, so that's a really touchy subject for me. And you know, I don't want to talk too much on it when it airs. You know, maybe we could come back and do another interview
for sure.
and talk about it, right? And go shopping and have some dinner at July.
Yes.
But it really hurt me, and I definitely cried about it on camera. Like, I could, like, it hurt me so bad.
Because that's a year's friendship. I would have cried too.
Yes, like she really did some snake shit to me, and it's really unfortunate because I really consider her my friend. And I wrote recently online, like, I was protecting her, and she was like, how could an 80-pound girl protect me? First of all, I'm 115, bitch.
Period.
Second of all, what I mean by protecting her was, you were with me all the time, which, like I said, you were with me and Tesehki, and she was trying to story produce shit. She planned the fake fight with one of the girls who got sent home.
So this is what Mariah Lynn was talking about. She was talking about Bianca Bonnie fighting Heaven Marina. Heaven Marina was one of the replacements on the episodes when they came and fought on the beach. I'm going to give y'all a few moments to read.
Like, it was a lot, and I remember a conversation in the Sprinter where, you know, me and Tesehki were in there, and she was saying, like, oh, like, I was like, what you mean y'all just planned that? Like, what the fuck, what the hell do y'all do? Like, this is welcome to Zeus. This is, like, where we really get active. This is real raw TV. Right, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like what would happen if we were in the streets. Right. You know what I'm saying? And she was just like, oh, well, I gotta find a way to survive. We here for 40 days. I gotta find a strategic way to survive. I was about to fight a whole girl for her because I thought the girl popped off on her, but really they planned it. Yeah, so, and Duck and Phase and Orgo, y'all gonna see, but I'm gonna let her talk, do all the talking online for now.
That's why I was bringing up the fact that I went through a similar situation with you. Like, you know how you love your friend and you don't want to tell your friend, but your friend doing something that don't agree with your morals.
Spirit,
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I had told on her or whatever, and then, you know, eventually we ended up not being friends because just so many things she was doing was just not aligning to me. And it just, you know, you start seeing like the frenemy type of thing.
Girl, let me tell you.
If you ain't right,
all, and I mean, not all, majority of the girls on Baddies Caribbean told me, are you sure that's your friend? Even on camera. Y'all gonna see it. And I was like, that's my friend. Like, I'm gonna stick beside it type shit. Like, that's my friend. I kept telling them, and they wanted to, I could name at least 3 girls off the bat that wanted to fight Bianca, that pulled me aside and said, hey, I don't like the way she moving. She not your fucking friend. Let me beat her ass. And I said, no, don't do that. That's what I meant by protecting her. You understand? So all that, oh, how was the 80-pound girl going to protect me? Baby, you know how I was going to protect you.
Just speaking up for you is protecting you.
Yeah. And she was doing a lot of, like, if you got speaking over me. Like, I would say something in the scene, and one of my friends, the one who's closest to me, I don't want to keep saying her name because I don't like to put my friends and stuff, but the one who's closest to me told me, like, she keeps speaking over you, Mariah. You don't notice every time we walk into a scene, she trying to, like, get in front of you to be next to me, and, like, Like, it was given weird. It was given like you want to have my spot. But you can have your own spot. There's room for all of us. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely feel like that.
I know,
and it was definitely getting.
And I'm okay with sharing with the platform. Obviously, bitch, I put the bag on. I put the bread on your table. I brought her in. Like, let's be real. I put the bread on your table, and you didn't respect the breadwinner. You couldn't even be loyal.
Maybe y'all could, at least just squash it, because I don't
it would never be squashed now, babe. It would never be squashed.
Well, I don't want it to
I don't
end
do the
fight.
internet shit.
It did.
It did. Because if I brought you in, it's only right that I take you out.
Shut up.
And that's the real tea.
Well, we gonna move it along. And at this next point, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm really about peace, girl. Okay, and I'm
this is Urban Love Rose, baby. It's giving 30.
Okay, collaboration with me. How are you and Anna?
Anna and I are good. That is my firecracker, and y'all will see. She's gorgeous, and she's super, super talented. Y'all will see that we do go through some shit this season, unfortunately, because I really hate that for us. I'm not gonna lie, because that really, like, no matter what we went through this season, no matter what y'all see, I just want to say this now, like, my hand was literally forced to fight Ahna. I did not want to fight Ahna at all. I did not want to fight Ahna. And honestly, she told me she didn't want to fight me. Like, the feeling was mutual. You know what I'm saying? But my hand was really forced, and there was a lot of outside noise. I feel like getting in, and Ahna's like, I look at her like Victoria, like my little sister. You know what I'm saying? And my little sister and I don't always get along. We bump heads, and we have scrapped. Okay, I'm talking about
my sister too.
Yes, we have scrapped. So I don't want to get too much into it, but I know that both Ahna and I both hate this for us. That it's about to air, and we gotta relive it. So I hate that.
And I hope that y'all don't let reliving it make y'all.
No, we spoke about that already. So we spoke about that,
and
she was like, when it airs, like, don't we, whatever. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. You please don't do that neither. Like, because we had a genuine. Y'all gonna see on the show. We had after we fought, we did have a very genuine conversation, and
y'all had a genuine friendship.
Yes, and like I said, that's like my little sister. That's my firecracker. So I regret fighting like 3 people this season. I ended up being
I only regret 3. Hopefully
there's more than 3, but I only regret 3.
Well, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
I know, but I really hate that, and I hate again that we gotta relive it. But I just want her to know, like, no matter what, like I said, sisters go through things, and we can grow through things.
For sure.
And if a person really cares about you, they'll make the effort to try to make amends and fix it. And I think that me and Ahna definitely had our conversation, and we both on the same page. And I love her to death, and I never want to fight with her again. Ever.
I hope y'all don't fight again.
I know, me too. No, we never will. Trust me. I think this is like, we learned I learned my lesson.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? So,
because y'all both grown women, so I feel like, when there's maturity there and there's love there, that y'all should be able to make up.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Ahna gives me anxiety because she is a firecracker, and you know what I'm saying? Even after
she's young.
Even after we got into it, she's young. But even after we got into it, like, somebody wanted to fight her, and I was like, they're not fighting her. They gotta go through me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, the fans are gonna be like, bitch, y'all are bipolar as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? But no, like, you build bonds with people, and you, like I said, you go and grow through things. And if you really care about the person, then it could be fixable. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like I said, somebody done fucked your man, or stole some money from you, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so.
Baby,
Yeah.
Baby. It's the Urban Love Rose for me, honey.
Baby.
And y'all just, and let me tell y'all just literally saw the sleigh almost from start to finish.
Yes,
so,
y'all did.
And
so
we haven't even added the tracks yet.
Yeah,
so this about to
no,
be
she wants to add bundles to that ponytail.
bundles from
It's just
Urban
the
Love Rose.
whole, like, the sleigh, the
The
scalp,
sequins.
everything. Yes, it's like, you don't see.
Out
Did
the
you even put
scalp.
makeup on it yet?
No.
It's not even
Y'all
no
see
makeup
what
on
I'm
it.
talking about? Like,
No tint on the lady for nothing.
Give me.
So I love you, Ahna. And
Yes, I love you too, Ahna.
Yes.
So sweet, so sweet. And I remember because last time when
She
I
is
seen
very
you,
sweet.
very super sweet. Like
Super
she
sweet.
had bought us
She
all
talk a
food.
lot of shit online, but she know that.
Yeah, right, exactly. She knows she be talking shit, and you know she don't care. Like she's still young, but I know when I was with her too, like she's like super sweet.
I could tell
super
she
respectful,
genuinely
everything.
really loves me, and that's why it was easy for me to forgive her. And I want to make that clear now before people be like, you forgive people, you fight, you do that. I can never do that. No, when you really love somebody, yes, you can forgive. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely forgive
It's hard.
her. And I hope
but
that
you
she
can't do
forgives
it.
me too, because listen, I'm not perfect, and I'm not saying I'm perfect. You know what I'm saying? I've done my share of shit that I'm not proud of, but
We all have. That's part of being human, doing shit that you're
I just
not
want to
proud
say that
of.
for the people who think I
Right,
think
that
I'm
they're
perfect.
Yeah.
You know.
No. We all have done things that we are not proud of, and that's what makes us human. And I
Period.
love,
Right.
being imperfect. I'm striving for perfection, but I mean, I'm not about to sit there and
Act like
I'm
I'm
just
something
perfect.
I'm
And you know, no, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
She said I'm making sure it's in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good hairstyle.
Yes. Music playing no game.
Yeah, and she's like, I ain't just gonna sit it just anywhere now.
Right. And I will say this too. The person I thought I was coming in with, like, who ended up being, the backstabber.
Mm-hmm.
People I never thought would have my back or I would get close to again or be there for me were the people who ended up being there for me the most. Aside from Tesehki, because my girl don't never switch up on me. She always stays soft
And
on
that's so
me.
good to hear.
Yes.
That's
my
Yes,
baby.
we really
My
love
Hulk in my heart.
Tesehki.
Yes.
Yes.
You gotta love Tesehki.
You really
She's
have
not
to.
a
She's
puppet.
so
She's her
real.
own person. And we all know Tesehki can fight, but she's so much more than that. Like, she's such
She
a
seems
caring...
really sweet. I've never met her, but I would love to meet her.
Oh, I gotta introduce y'all then.
Yes, please.
Right, BZ? I love me some Tesehki.
Love Siki.
She's the
Yes,
best. And she
yes.
really is, to me, if I had to choose one baddie that was like the ultimate MVP of baddies, it would be Tesehki. And I'm not saying because she's a good fighter. Because we all know she's an amazing fighter.
Mhm.
But I just love the fact that she's just unapologetically herself.
And she's really sweet and very
And
humble.
she knows her capabilities. Like,
right.
She
And
don't want to
hold
just
back
beat
from beating
people up.
You
Yeah,
know,
she does
you
hold back
gotta
a lot.
Really
She does.
respect that because she'd be like, I could.
I know what I could do to you,
You know?
and I don't want to do that to you because, you know, she tells me all the time, like, she'd be like, after I fight, I'll be crying because I think about what I do to people. Like, even after reunion last for Baddies East, like, she was like, I cried after that because, like, I felt bad for what I did to her. Like,
You know,
and she
that's
did.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's why I'm so glad that they
I
got
love
to
her.
make up. That really warmed my heart. And I was really talking to Scarface. Like,
I don't know
literally-
about all that. I don't really talk to her, but you know, I'm happy for the
Right.
for the progress, and you know, I am very, you know, I'm not in that place right now to forgive. You know what I'm saying? So I got snuck
Right.
outside of my hotel room after, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So. And I just don't speak. Like, we were around each other for, obviously, Lemmy's birthday, and Smiley was there, too. And I just didn't speak. Like, I don't have to speak to you. I can
Like a grown
I can
woman.
pump past you and play you exactly what you cost, which is $0. So
Right, let me see you 1 second.
I can play you dust.
I'm just glad nobody had no fight at that man's birthday party. Cause
Oh no,
you
there
know,
was the spitter was trying to spit. The spitter was trying to
You're
spit.
lying.
No, the spitter was trying to spit at Sapphire again. And it's like I can't. But yeah, y'all go see all of that.
Well, you know, I just you know, it's more positivity
Yes,
today. You
let's
know,
get some high,
Yeah, let's-
high vibrational questions.
yes,
Hold
I
on,
was
hold
just
on.
about to say.
Let me hear this one little.
Okay. So yes, high vibrational questions. Are you single?
I am no longer single.
Oh my God, I love that for you.
Yes.
So what happened? Where'd you meet him?
So I was in a few year relationship, and you know, we went through a lot of things that I feel like it just kind of like made us grow apart from each other.
And that's fine.
Yeah, you know, and I'm like I said, I'm not perfect, so you know, there was a lot of mistakes on both ends, I think, that kind of, you know, changed the trajectory of our relationship. And I wasn't looking for love. Like, I wasn't looking. I was like, all right, I finally come to terms with, like, I'm alone, you know.
Happy and single.
Yeah, sure. I'm single, and, you know, there's not many options, potentials out there, like.
Unfortunately.
Right, so I kind of just was like, you know what? I think it's time for me to just take the time to focus on my music, focus on myself. You know, I had got the call to do Baddies Caribbean after the Caribbean auditions, and I was like, oh, okay. Yay. You know, I'm from Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
So one of the places I was super excited to find out we were going to Puerto Rico, and the first day of filming, I met somebody on the beach. And I met somebody on the beach, and I was a little tipsy. I was going to the empanada truck, and I had on, like, you know, the whole tourist Puerto Rico bathing suit and stuff, the little one piece, the little booty hanging out, little nagas hanging out, and he was like, I like your feet. I was like, and then, you know, I was a little drunk, so I was like, I'm like, my feet, because that's like, my one thing I can name on my body that I hate is my feet. I feel like my dad got like Flintstone feet. I don't know, sorry dad.
And she got the prettiest feet, and y'all know that, so whatever.
Yeah, so I was like, and then I said gracias, because, you know, I don't speak fluent Spanish, but I understand more than I speak, but I do speak.
Right.
And he was like, oh, you know, tú hablas español, like, you speak Spanish. He's very shocked because I, you know, look like a white girl. And I'm like, yeah. He's asked me if I was there with anybody, and, you know, I was filming.
They're respectful.
Yeah, I had flew my mom and my aunt out, actually, for some support, because I was starting to feel a little depressed, you know, being by myself. It's 40 days. 4 or 5 different islands, you know what I'm saying? You start
and all that negative low vibration.
Yeah, you need it. So,
like a high vibration.
Yeah, and we have some off days. You know, we do have some off days in between, which you know, they're called dark days, where everybody goes dark or whatever, and you know, we get to kind of rejuvenate, reset, right?
That's good.
So I flew my mom and my aunt out, and I was like, no, I'm just, you know, with my mom and my aunt, and he gave me I gave him my number, and he was texting me, and at first I wasn't answering, because I'm like he barely speaks English, like, you know, I don't know how this is gonna work. He lives in Puerto Rico, like I live over there, and then you know, I finally texted him back, and I was just like, hey, like, I'm about to go get some food with my mom and my aunt, like, do you want to come meet me? And then yes, and then like
she's
so,
like, it's history.
Yes, and then from there, like, honestly, I just feel like it was kind of like love at first sight, and I never believed in that before. I've been in some relationships that I felt like was forever, and now I understand why God.
It wasn't forever.
It wasn't forever,
yeah.
And God kept exposing why it wasn't forever. Yeah, because He's so sweet, and just like, I swear. So we've been together for like only a month now. It's still very early, but we have been, you know, I'm actually leaving tomorrow to go see him in Puerto Rico for 5 days. I'm bringing my mom and my sister, so I'm really excited about this, and I think that this is the one. Like, you know, I'm not gonna say young forever, girl, and I want a baby. I have baby fever so bad, y'all.
Me too right now. I'm so sorry. Like,
I want one so bad. I want a daughter.
I want a boy.
So, wait, do you have any yet?
Yes, I have a boy and a girl.
Oh,
that's why I know.
So you want a boy, right? You certain of what you want. So I want a girl. My sister has a son.
Oh, that would be so perfect.
I want to give my mom a granddaughter, and you know, my mom like is obsessed with me and my sisters. So I feel like a little me, she would probably be even
go
more
crazy over.
Yes, but I feel like, you know, he is a great candidate for a husband, potential husband, and baby daddy.
Girl, yes. I really wish the best for you.
Thank you.
You're so super sweet.
I'm so, as you can see, I'm so
deserving.
happy.
Yes, I know. It's like you really have a glow
Yeah,
about
I'm my
you.
prettiest. I feel like women are their prettiest. Not just me. Women in general are their prettiest when they are happy. So
Yes.
I wish that for everybody.
I know, me
Yes.
too. Like I wish everybody can find some happiness,
Their
even if it's
person.
not. Yeah, even if it's not their person, maybe you can find happiness in
Yes.
work, your children that you already have.
Yes.
Just finding happiness because we are the prettiest when we're happy.
Yes.
Like,
And Iceland be begging me. Iceland, can you get me a baby niece?
yes, see,
I'm like,
exactly.
girl, are you gonna change the
Uh,
Pampers? Are you gonna take care of the baby? She be like, yeah.
Mariah with those eyes.
I
Oh my
know.
God! If the
Oh my
baby come out
God.
with those eyes,
A little
oh my
body
God.
baby.
Yes. Ooh, and then
Or a little baddie baby, should I say?
Right? Oh my gosh! Oh, see, and then you can, have the second baby pregnancy.
Yeah, maybe even a baby shower special on Zeus. Hello.
That would be a nice baby shower
Yes.
special. Yeah, because they haven't done that.
Nothing
yet.
like
They might
that,
as well-
right.
They need some soft. They need to soften it
Yeah,
up.
let's
Zeus
soften
is
it up
dark.
a little bit, Zeus.
And who doesn't love babies?
Right.
Like, I know you're gonna be so cute. You're gonna be so cute, pregnant, Mariah.
I'll be all belly at I
Yes,
hope.
girl.
Because if not, my baby father gonna have to sign the contract. You gotta give me that mommy makeover.
Right.
You know.
Period. Like, if I don't lose this weight back,
Right. I paid for these titties. The titties is paid for. Cash out. COD. Cash on
The titties
demand.
don't usually get messed up. Like, I know
No.
a lot of people who've had babies with their titties. I even got, my titties look so
Yours
I'm
look
sad.
amazing.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Girl, I had to get them reduced and lift. Because remember, I had kids at 15 and 16. So,
Oh wow. My
it was
mom
like,
had me at 16. She got pregnant
Yeah.
15 and had me at 16.
Girl, I got pregnant at 15, had my
my
daughter at
God.
15. Then I got pregnant at 16, had my son at 16.
Oh, back to back.
Literally, they're 18 months apart.
Oh my God, girl, you are the goat.
Girl, I know. I feel like I kind of got it out the way.
You
and then I
did.
got baby fever.
You did,
And
you
they're
did.
16 and 17.
And I waited so I can have
You definitely.
my ideal
Yes.
baby father.
And have, a husband. I hope you get a husband.
Yeah. Oh no, he's
Like,
giving
that's what you
husband
need.
vibes. I'm not gonna hold y'all. He's like super protective. I love that he's just like obsessed with me because the
That's what you
obsession
deserve.
is mutual. It's
Right.
mutual. It's not one sided. He didn't know who I was on the beach, so that's a huge deal for me. Like I never want somebody who kind of knows who I am, maybe a hidden agenda, secret motives. Just being with me for the name.
Now you see what I'm saying when I was telling you about my friend knew me way like when I was a teenager. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, it's
So
like
he knows the real
special.
you and who you've grown in and out to be.
Yes, and he really
I love
loves
that for
like
you.
the glow up and everything. He
Yes.
was always so sweet, but I definitely
And look
I was
at you
a
now,
fighter.
celebrity wig Venza.
I
Okay,
know.
the big one, not the little one.
Period, yes. And then it's like I really appreciate you because you really been helping me and
Yeah.
just doing this interview and everything,
Oh, I
you know.
love you, of course. So baby, I know I'm a cancer.
You gonna
Probably,
have
yes.
I had to, give
I
her
love
my good
her,
graces.
y'all.
I love her too. I just got one more dark question.
That was what I'm saying. She's like, I love you, girl. So one more question.
You know?
Okay, go ahead, hit me with the darkness.
So, girl, how did you meet Asian doll? Like what?
Asian. Okay, so Asian and I met through Bianca because of Asian is or was, I think still is very close with Bianca's baby daddy. I think they like grew up together. So I don't know the exact story, but I think like they either grew up together or whatever.
Something, right?
Yeah, they're close.
Yeah.
That's how I met her. And Bianca always gave me the vibe that she didn't like Asian. Like Asian was always butting in her and her baby daddy stuff. I even have DMs that Bianca sent me, her and Asian arguing, going back and forth. So Asian and I didn't really have real beef. She followed me. We followed each other at one point, and I had wore a pin. I think it was my fault. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I didn't care to make up with her. She did initiate the makeup after we fought on the show. It wasn't me who was like, let's make up and be friends.
I wish I made
No,
up.
we did make up.
Okay, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously.
See?
But because she said she didn't want to fight me and she really didn't want to fight me and all stuff. But girl, no, I had to pop your baddie chubby. There ain't no way you coming out baddies and you're not getting the fucking pain. So period. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. So
that's why I started laughing.
yeah, so she had commented on one of my posts one time, like looking like me. She put looking like me. Now, while filming, I asked her, like I told her, like, hey, that's kind of like where it started. You know what I'm saying? We was following each other. We was cool. You said looking like me, and I just was confused in what world could I ever possibly look like you. That was my only thought.
I think
but
that
she
is
told
a
me,
valid question.
Right, but she told me in person that it was a compliment.
Oh, I mean,
you see what I'm saying? But do you see what I'm saying? Because I don't want to seem like I'm just a troublemaker, because it seems like that a lot, like I'm a troublemaker. I start, no. Looking like me, I was like confused. But maybe I did take it the wrong.
Because Asian is a very beautiful. Asian is like
she's,
a 10,
yeah,
like
she's
11.
gorgeous.
That's a
She's gorgeous.
Going crazy.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that it was a miscommunication.
Yeah, it's like one of those.
I think it was my fault. But then I'm still not sure, because how could I ever look like you? You know
I definitely see what you're saying. Like, I definitely see what
and then
you're
she
saying.
blocked me because I was like, where do I look like you? Or I said something, I forget what it was verbatim.
But so she didn't just message you?
No, she just blocked me. So I was like,
so that's why it was the issue.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. Like,
and she said I blocked her, because after we like talking with her, I was like, oh, unblock me. And she was like, oh, you blocked me. And I'm like, no, I didn't. And I did, but whatever that, I don't care about block. Instagram is the least of my motherfucking worries. But yeah, and then she had made a comment about brown skin girls being prettier than dark skin girls, and I had went live and was like, why would you say that?
Wait, when? What?
Right. So I don't know if it was a fake tweet or not. Y'all gonna have to
could have been AI. We're gonna see. Because maybe it was AI or something.
What is the AI? I don't know these things.
It's a artificial intelligence. So I'm thinking, like, I don't know.
Like a robot or something? Or like a fan?
Like a fake page.
It could be like a fake page, you know.
Right. So I don't know about stuff like that. Just to be clear, like, I'm not from that generation of making fake
Me neither.
tweets.
We the same age, girl.
Yeah, we're the same age. So you understand what I'm saying.
I understand exactly what you're saying with that.
That was just it. And then, she had did a live and she like called me a crackhead and all that stuff. And my mom has a history with drug abuse. So even though I've never smoked crack a day in my fucking life, it's still the point of like that kind of triggers me a little bit.
And we advocate for people who are on drugs and want to get better and actually get better.
Which my mom is 4 years sober, by the way. Okay, so shout out to my mom. It was her birthday yesterday. She's a Taurus like you.
Taurus gang.
And yeah, so I think it was, y'all gonna have to see it actually unfold on Baddies, but it was kind of maybe a I still don't know. I'll let y'all figure that out. But yeah, so I just said bring her in.
We busy. We got
bring her in. Give her a check. Bring her in. Come on. I'm literally giving out checks this season.
She giving out checks.
Yes. You get a check. You get a check. You get a check.
See?
Checkmate.
So it wasn't dark. That was like good. You giving out checks. So
right. Period.
And speaking of a check, we all want to know. Well, we know your songs are popping. We know that you're dropping like back. We love that you're dropping back to back, because you was not dropping back to back before.
No,
Baddies.
I was not doing
I feel
that
like
consistently.
when you got on Baddies, you just start dropping. You know, like just and giving visuals.
So let me tell y'all,
Yeah.
I was in a super dark depression. I told you I lost my best friend. I lost both my grandmothers in the same year. And I lost my assistant. So I lost 4 people in 1 year. And I went into depression. I was just like not thinking about music like at all. And then I got robbed for $500,000.
Oh,
so I was still trying to figure out how to own the copyrights, if I could, if he did it already, if, all of that stuff. So it was a really scary time for me. I was really depressed. I was going through it. I was super
real
skinny.
Life stuff.
I was super skinny. I was drinking every day. And I'm not a drinker. I'm a smoker. I'm a weed smoker. So I was drinking every day, like Patron, like Henny, like yes, like, and I was literally like 98 pounds soaking wet.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I just didn't like myself.
Well,
I was
I'm
super stressed out.
Yeah,
and I got out of that eventually, and
And you're back musical.
Right. So when I got back on TV on Baddies, I was in a different space. And I feel like I was musically inspired all over again. And I just started dropping. Yes, I dropped weight. Yes, I have a new record out called Baddies. That's, it's a Mac Dre
yes,
remake.
I was just about to say, oh,
Yeah,
girl,
shout
I
out
was
to
about to say that, yes. Oh my gosh, and I'm interviewing his daughter next month.
Really?
Yes,
Oh my
it's
God,
gonna
you
be
gotta
her
tell her
first-
that I did it, and you gotta show her. I gotta say
Well,
it.
no, she already knows. We
Oh,
already talked about it. Yeah, I'm like, girl, we already talked about it.
Well, shout out to you. Thank
Yes,
you. I hope I got your
shout out.
approval because
Yes.
it's your
Oh, she
dad's
likes it,
song.
yeah.
Perfect. Love that.
Yes. So yeah, I can't wait for you to drop more. I
Oh,
like both
more
of
coming.
the songs. I definitely like both of the songs.
Thank you.
I listen to Wait the most though. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait,
'Cause
they love the hip dance.
I was about to
They
say
love the hip
it's
dance.
like a real like vibe, and it's the beat, it's everything. Like you
Yeah.
can actually like listen to it and dance and stuff. Rock, listen to it when I'm cleaning up. You know,
Right.
it's like one of my main cleanup songs. So we're glad to
Period.
see that you're outside. So what else are you doing? You're rapping.
I'm rapping.
Nonprofit.
Reality TV.
Oh, yeah, that's the
Nonprofit. I have a tour coming. I have a huge London show coming.
So you're coming to the Bay because you're gonna be
Oh,
on tour.
I definitely will be in the Bay Area. So you know we go.
Okay, yes,
you gonna
yes,
come out and
yes,
come
I
show me
definitely,
love.
yes,
Turn up with me.
definitely.
And my London show, I have a cover coming with Hype Hair Magazine. It's a Hype Hair Con Air collaboration.
That is
So maybe we gotta
amazing.
get Urban Love Rose in on it too.
You already know. I'm about
Shout
to
out
be,
to Leah
yeah,
Dias.
let me definitely see some hair.
Yes, Leah
girl.
is my girl. She's one of my close friends, so we could definitely do that. Maybe you could provide the hair for the shoe. That'd
Yeah,
be
for
cute.
sure.
And shout out to Hype Hair. I love y'all so much. Super, super supportive of Mariah Lynn and my stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I'm just,
Oh my
you
God,
know,
so you doing
elevating. I'm
How many
doing covers.
covers have you done?
I want to do more. I definitely want to do galore. I definitely want to, you know, do paper and all of
so
that.
this is like one of your first covers. That's
Yeah,
so
I've done
amazing.
covers, but this is like one of my the biggest cover. And it's a Hype Hair Con Air collaboration. So.
Because Conair is big. Conair is
Huge.
huge. You know, Conair is like in Walmart and Target.
Everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah,
Literally.
definitely. Yeah, because you
So
can get
I'm
Conair from
excited.
Marshall.
And you know, I don't know if it's in the cards for me to return for another season of Baddies or not. You know, whether I'm offered or not. I just don't know if maybe it's time for me to put my happiness before my career a little bit. You know, I've put my
Because
career
it's taken
before.
off.
Oh my God, yes. But I've put my happiness aside on the back burner for so long, for my career, for my fans, for my music, for everything. And I think it's time that I really like just stop doing that and have my baby
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
okay,
and be in love. And,
Yes.
you know, still do
Enjoy.
what I gotta do. I'm still gonna be Mariah
Just
Lynn.
take a break.
I'm just gonna be a hoe with my baby daddy.
Because, you know, we all hoe at nighttime. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
At least
y'all
I admitted
are.
it. Nah.
Yeah, I was about to say, and I'm admitting it too.
Right, right.
Because
Well, HOE, hoe, came. A lot of people think I'm talking about being a hoe, like being a prostitute. And listen, I don't knock how you to each his own. But hoe actually was HOE, hustle over everything.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know that. I was
Yeah,
just
a lot of
talking
people
about
don't know
getting
that.
nasty. You know,
Nasty girl.
Because I'm like, you know, I feel like we all.
It could be both.
Nasty. Yeah.
And you could be
It's
a hoe
little
with
bit
your
of both.
husband that you've been with for 15 plus years, and you could be a hoe for a one night stand. Like, I'm
not
tired of the
judging
double
nobody,
double
and I don't
standard
care
bullshit.
about the women who sell sex and about the women that strip. Like, I love getting many women. It's a lot of broke women out here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take that over a broke one. I've never really met too many like 3 or 4s that weren't loyal. Like, it's a lot of good qualities in the hoe. Like, if you can trust somebody with your life and you can help somebody and
You
want somebody
can
better.
turn a hoe into a housewife.
It's been done. Sugar Free married his hoe, and he's like one of the most famous pimps. So, actually, I don't know. I was like, I had to think about that. I was like, but you can turn a hoe into a housewife. Just trust me. Y'all know a lot of hoes that have changed.
Right. Come on now. We know a lot of hoes that done.
It's 2024 now. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my bad, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Y'all get into her.
Yeah, let's get into this.
Yes, I definitely. I can't wait. I can't wait for everything that's going on now, like to see the premiere and to see.
May 5th,
you know,
Cinco de
yes.
Mayo. We're premiering. You have to come to the premiere.
I'm definitely gonna come, and I'm gonna bring
Yes.
a wig. And I was thinking, well, I know y'all went
What
to
y'all,
the short.
let's ask the people what they.
Okay,
What
what ask?
hairstyle should I do next? Should I give bob tees? Y'all know I stay with a 30 and a 40 inch. So what do y'all think? What style? We need y'all to let us know when she posts this in the comment section. What style should I? Please tell us.
Because I'm not gonna lie, my suggestion is blonde curly. Cause I haven't seen blonde curly.
No. Oh, I've been dying to do blonde curly.
Yeah, but you know the bob. Cause we've been talking to, and then she wants a bob. So if that's what you want, that's fine too. But
yeah,
I don't know. Cause it's like
maybe we could do the bob
and, you know,
for the premiere, and then we could do for the after party.
Right.
Like
you
the
gotta
blonde
switch it up.
curly.
Cause you know you're a bad bitch.
Period.
You know.
I'm a baddie. Clap when I walk. Yeah, I know I got a baddie. Young bitch and ratchet maker. Wish she had me. Never been a good girl. Always been a hood girl. Yeah, I know I'm bad. I'm a bad.
No. And please, will we hold it for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You gotta show this too, because this is hilarious. We gotta have a blooper video or something.
No, I mean honestly, like this is like my podcast is people getting their hair done, so it's always like this type of stuff, and that's what I wanted to show them. Like
it's organic.
Yeah, like, do y'all see like where I was going? Let me put my phone down. Where I was going with my all together. Yeah, where I was going with my podcast, so y'all can see people getting their hair done with my wigs. Y'all can see like
the process,
you know, like
and how it lays
works.
so perfectly,
Yes.
flawlessly. These wigs lay flawlessly. Like the HD lace, I literally live by it. I stand by it.
No makeup is being
My
used
God.
right
No
now.
makeup is on this wig right now. Like it's mind blowing to me.
Play with me.
How utopian these wigs are, and the bundles look even better.
And you really need a good stylist. Y'all really need to follow her. I'm gonna tag her because she really put the shit out of
yeah,
this
Neezy
like,
is that girl, honey.
Thank
she
you.
Is her. She is her, but she don't sing R&B, but bitch, she really her.
Her.
Bitches.
I know, I really love her. Like, she's really super dope, and we've been having a really good time. It's been nothing but good vibes. And then she
high
has the prettiest
vibrations.
makeup artist ever.
Yes, shout out to Jackie.
Yes,
doing my
definitely.
lead.
Shout out to her. I'm gonna tag her too. I got their Instagrams because I know y'all want to know who did like this. Like, she slayed.
Period. She really did. She really did. And I'll be on my way to Baddies Caribbean Confessionals in the next 10-15 minutes.
So y'all gonna see this on.
Y'all gonna see
Maybe
this
not, maybe.
on Baddies Caribbean. They'll probably see it a little later on
right,
for the
because of
episode. But y'all gonna see y'all are gonna see the 26-inch 613 that we frosted out. It's my first confessional look. It's an updo, super pretty. We did the updo with the wig. It literally was perfection. And let me show you. We can't show them, but let me show you how it looks. I gotta show her how this look real quick. And I also wore her 40-inch 613 for my second confessional look.
Oh yes, and I did want to say that Sapphire had messaged me too. She was like, "I see Mariah."
This is the first one.
Oh my God, you. Okay, but yeah, it's giving. I'll say what it's giving once it airs.
Right, and I'm gonna show you now. I'm gonna show you the 40-inch because I'm not gonna lie.
I'm so sorry.
Not in the eyes.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No, I had good reflex. You didn't get
This
that.
is bloopers for real. I'm so serious.
She said, "Oh, nah."
That's the 40.
Yes, that outfit too.
Yes, it took 2 hours
you
to
did her
wand
hair?
curl those. Jazz did it this time.
Oh, okay.
It took 2 hours to wand curl.
Oh, I bet it's so long.
Right,
but
Jazz's
it's
arm was hurting.
so
Your skin feels so
precise.
good.
Thank
So
you.
precise. Oh yeah, this is a bad bitch right here.
Thank you.
It looks
I
so
mean, you
good.
might, be giving in the video, but we told you it was looking good. It's
Thank
real
you.
fat and nice.
Yes, it's looking real good back there.
Yes, period.
She got the booty hanging out. Well, I just want to say thank you for having me. This is the finished product. Okay.
Yes.
This is her
Genie. Yeah.
I'm a genie
In a bottle.
You gotta
Christina
fuck
Aguilera.
me the right way.
Yes.
Period.
This
Thank you so much.
Thank
Mariah,
you,
and
Nivea.
it's that interview.
This is
Thank
my girl right
you.
here, y'all. Please make sure y'all shop Urban Love Rose and make sure y'all tune into her podcast because it's your girl Mariah Lynn and I just took the fuck over. Okay?
Yes,
Period.
thank you so much. And if you are in the Bay or in Sacramento or in Stockton and you need a beautiful wig or some beautiful bundles like this,
Yes.
tap in. The number is in the link in our bios and all our social media.
And make sure you follow them on social media. I mean, why wouldn't you? Hello?
Period. You get to see the baddies.
Yes, Mariah, but not the carry one. Yeah, smack a bitch. I never been a scary one. Period. How I'm
Yeah.
balling on these hoes is embarrassing. But my favorite line before I get out of here is she really with the shits? Duh.
Apparently. That had to be the end of it.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
Thank you.
Urban Love Rose.